It's brunch with Brian. Yay. Okay, that's great. What I want you to think about your different emotions. Okay, emotions really play a big part in your success. And sometimes we try to be very intellectual and rational, and it's all about the numbers and hitting the numbers. But let's face it, your emotional motivation, your motivation to even succeed, to even put the time in, really comes from your emotions. And one of the more problematic emotions, especially for men, tends to be is anger. Okay, so I want you to use your anger. I want you to use your righteous anger. Let's get a little bit mad today and use our anger to be successful. Normally, I say anger is an unproductive emotion, and usually it is. Usually, and anger can also be destructive. So that we have to be very careful with this. But if you do naturally have a little aggravation, if you are naturally a person who gets kind of annoyed and angry at things, you probably have high expectations. Why do people get mad? Because they have a certain expectation level that is not being met. That's where it all comes back to. If you're ever upset, if you're ever depressed, if you're ever sad or any negative emotions, it's because you have an expectation that's not getting met. If every one of your expectations, if you woke up in the morning and every single expectation you had during the entire day was met, you would be happy. There would be no reason to be angry or upset or annoyed or any of that. But obviously, life isn't perfect. And especially if you're a perfectionist, you're setting yourself up for feeling anger for sure if you're a perfectionist. So if you feel angry and that's part of your makeup and sort of part of your family of origin. I mean, did your mom and dad, especially your dad, show anger? Was he an angry person? My dad happened to be a very angry person. So I've had to work with anger my whole life and try to control it and also use it. That's the thing. If you're going to get mad anyway, let's use it. And so I get mad anyway. I can't totally control me getting mad. Things make me mad or upset. And so what do I do with that anger? I refocus and redouble my efforts. On the pickleball court, I get mad if I miss a shot. What do? I don't whip my racket into the fence. I think, oh, I've got to make that shot next time. What am I going to do? Stay low, lean forward. Usually, staying low and leaning forward is the answer to just about every pickleball shot when I make a mistake. So let's do that in real estate. Stay low and lean forward, lean in. What does that mean? That means doing the ground game, taking the action, making the phone calls, getting it done. All right. So let's use our emotions. And if you're exceedingly joyful, let's play on that. Let's use our emotions, but anger is a main one. See, that's the good thing about anger. The good thing about anger is that there's a lot of energy there. So if you've got all that energy, energy is just energy. How you use your energy is so crucial. So if you have a lot of energy because you're angry, are you going to go punch a wall? Or are you going to go make about 5 phone calls? Are you going to say, I'm going to get darn serious? I'm going to get serious. I'm going to do something productive with this energy. Remember, anger, any negative emotion is just energy that can be transmuted. Transmute that energy into action. Write that down. Transmute negative emotions into action. That's a huge one, guys. Transmute negative emotions into action. Good morning, Charles. You're always so good about saying hi to everybody. Morning, Noel. How you doing? From California, 70 times 7. So relatable. Thank you, Isabel. And Isabel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And that's interesting. Yeah. And anger. Okay, this is an interesting last point about anger is that anger directed at yourself is depression. You shouldn't hold it. I mean, being angry and just turning it against yourself and being sad and being quiet and just kind of going along, that's not what you want. If people are bullying you or pushing you around, that's righteous. Get righteous with your anger and not don't put up with it. Don't let others dictate your life or who you are. Stand up to people, and that's a great use of anger. If other people are mistreating you, never accept mistreatment. stand up for yourself. And if you have to use a little bit of anger there, that's good. So anger can be positive, can be actually constructive when used properly. Uh, Emotion leads to motion. That's right. Get mad at complacency. You've always got great acronyms. MAD stands for meaningful, audacious, developmental. All right, that's good. You always got something going on. Good morning, Caleb, my bright spot. Okay, me, something she's great about fear, anger. Yes, and fear is another one. Now, a lot of times guys will turn fear into anger. And that's the thing. Remember, anger is usually the secondary emotion. Usually it's something that scares you, and you either react to it with fear, but guys don't like to feel afraid. They'd rather feel mad. So if something kind of scares you, a lot of tendency will be the guy won't even allow himself to feel the fear. He'll go right to the anger, or very so quickly that you don't even feel the fear. You go right to that anger. So anger in defense of your values and yourself and your self-esteem. I'm all good with that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The home investing workshop. Okay, I have a workshop coming up, guys. Yeah, let's talk about that. Right on, Brian. Now I get angry at the bullies. That's right. That's good. Roar, Tony, that's great. All right. Yeah. Okay, get a lot of comments here, guys. That's great. Use other people's comments, look at other people's comments and references here. But let's just use emotion in whatever way we can today to use it for productivity. Don't let it get you mad at yourself and wasteful of time or energy. Don't waste that energy. Remember, negative emotion is just energy. It's how you apply it. So transmute that to positive action. Okay? Guys, I ran a little bit long today, so I'm going to wrap it up. Let's finish up with our affirmation. I use negative emotions for energy. I use negative emotions for energy. Okay, on three. Ready? One, two, three. I use negative emotions for energy. I use negative emotions for energy. I use negative emotions for energy. Okay, that's kind of long, but all right. Good job, guys. I will see you on Thursday. Let's everybody come back and have a great couple days, and come to Teaching Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday today. Don't forget that 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Until then, keep expecting success, taking awesome action, and getting the best training from the